Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fed. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down. Weaver. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw. Weaver. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, Mills. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Mills now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mills again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, It has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
To throw on 2nd down. Weaver under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun. Weaver. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They go play action. Mills. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Quick throw complete by Mills. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Mills on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But the same.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Weaver. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Weaver. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Check back.
Looking to throw. Weaver. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 27, Mills. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Buffalo 18.
To throw, Mills. Open man there is Fryer, complete.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll complete this one to Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, Mills. That's going to be caught by Fryer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Mills now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
19 tight.
To throw again, Weaver. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mills with a throw out wide that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Caught right side, Tate. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. He'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Weaver. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Weaver. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
A first down throw for Mills. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, it's Mills. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19.
Throwing again. Weaver.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
75 yards.
And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing, Mills.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mills to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete.
The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins,
92 yards.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Mills.
He's got Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
The motion man is Tate.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Shaquille Leonard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Mills. And he whips that one incomplete there. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 2nd down. Weaver. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weaver. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell me
it's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, Mills. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback.
And now here is another interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Quick throw complete by Mills. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Mills on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On first down,
Weaver. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on second down.
Weaver. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun.
Weaver.
His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The motion man is Tate.
Mills again. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans come up with a late turnover that would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.